The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
We're here to find out public's opinions on what they think about unrequited love, whether they've been in this situation and how they dealt with it. Let's find out. Do you think it's possible for someone to learn how to love their partner?
I guess they can learn how their partner likes to receive love, but I think the love probably has to be there in the first place.
I think, getting to know the person is important, and learning their ways of what love means to them, because everyone has different love languages. Your way of loving might not be the other person's way of loving.
Yeah, I think relationships develop, right? So I think you can immediately be infatuated with somebody and to find them very attractive, and then I think love develops, right?
How do you think they can learn to love?
I think just spending time with your partner, obviously getting to understand what they're interested in, going through shared experiences, maybe sometimes negative experiences as well. I think actually relationships become stronger, and you learn to love the qualities of your partner, particularly in times of difficulty, as well as times of joy as well.
Yeah, I think it's something that comes naturally for me. You don't really have to learn it. Sometimes you have to learn it, but for me, my opinion about love and all that, it comes naturally. Because sometimes when you try to learn things, you may end up doing the wrong thing.
Is it worth staying in a one-sided relationship, or is it the best option to move on?
Move on. If it's one-sided because there's something happening in that person's life and it's something that you can get through, then yeah. But if it's been one-sided for a long time, you end up being affected.
Absolutely not. Move on. 100% move on. It's not worth it to yourself. It's not showing yourself love. You have to show yourself love first, and you're not showing yourself love if you're staying in something that's not mutual.
Oh, no, you should definitely move on. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a complete waste of time staying in a relationship with somebody who doesn't love you and value you, and who just uses you.
So have you been in a relationship where you have loved and your partner has not loved you back?
I've been in a relationship where I've loved and they loved me back, but I think they were quite confused.
Yeah, I have been in a situation whereby I was giving the love, but I wasn't getting any in return.
Did you try to make the person like you?
Yeah, I did. I did some nasty things, but yeah, I did. Well, it's one of the crazy things we do for relationship, isn't it? So,
what did you do to try and get the person to like you?
Just ridiculous gestures, buying them chocolate, buying them flowers, taking for nice, this sort of thing that everybody does, I suppose.
Did it work?
No, of course it didn't work. It never worked.
Oh no, I don't do that. I'm out. I'm not making anyone like me. If you don't like me, or if you don't have feelings for me in that way, I'm not staying in anything if I don't know if it's a mutual thing. So that's how I protect myself.
So you've heard what other people's opinions are. And if you'd like to find out more, tune in tonight at 11 p.m. on The Love Talk Show.
True love has to be reciprocated. True love has to be mutual. Love cannot be a one-way street, if you know what I mean. Just giving and not receiving. That's not love. Love cannot be a one-way street. There must be a balance when it comes to love.
Being stuck in a one-sided relationship where you are with someone who doesn't seem to like you the same way you do, it's not what anyone wants to experience. That is, dealing with unrequited love. Throughout life, people might find themselves in the same situation, loving or desiring someone who doesn't love them back. There are a few celebrities who once declared to have a crush on someone at some point in their life, but the feeling was not reciprocated. Actress Sandra Bullock is one of them. During an appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show, the famous actress revealed that she had a crush on Keanu Reeves during the period they filmed the movie Speed.
I think about how sweet Keanu Reeves was and how handsome he was. Did y'all get together? Did you date him?
Never dated him.
Really?
There's just something about me that I guess he didn't like.
However, what the actress didn't know was that Keanu also had a crush on her, which he confirmed on the same show weeks later.
Did you know that she had a crush on you? No? Did you
She
have
obviously didn't know I had a crush on her either.
Oh.
It was nice to go to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, she's such a wonderful person.
Come on, Sandy,
wonderful
come on out.
actress.
And both just thought that the other hadn't noticed them. Maybe now it's too late. Another actress who revealed a crush that she'd had in the past is Nicole Kidman. While on Jimmy Fallon's show, the actress recalled how she had gone over to Jimmy's house many years ago, thinking it was a date, but he had no clue that she liked him. The actress caught Jimmy by surprise by revealing her past feelings for him on his own show.
And so after about an hour and a half, I thought, he has no interest. This is so embarrassing.
Had no
and I
clue
kind
at
of
all.
left and went, okay, no chemistry. And then I was like, maybe he's gay.
Well, it's too late for them now, as they are both in relationships with other people. Yet another star who once had a crush on someone who didn't feel the same way is singer Taylor Swift. She would have asked their mutual friend Jennifer Lawrence to introduce her to Bradley Cooper at the Golden Globes party. However, the actor would have turned her down because he felt that Taylor was too young for him. "I could literally be her father," he said on Entertainment Tonight. Maybe he was just too worried that he would end up in one of her songs. If you have ever been in this situation, or maybe you are currently in it, you must be wondering how to overcome the fact that your love is not being reciprocated by the person you care for the most. There is a way out. That's what you will find out on tonight's program.
You see, sometimes you love someone, you're single, you love someone, but that person has no idea that you love her or him. In this case, you can't allow too much time to pass by. Otherwise, you can lose the opportunity, like you saw in the case of the celebrities. Maybe you are loving and not being loved in return because you never took a step. You never did anything about it. You never sent a message through a friend. You never spoke to that person in the church, in the singles hour, in a church event. You never did anything about it. How do you expect the person to notice you or to know you exist if you never approach the person? But there are times, there are occasions that you already expressed interest. You express to the person that you love, that you're interested in dating, in getting to know the person that more than a friend, and the person said no. And sometimes you keep that in your mind, you fantasize, you imagine, you dream of yourself and the person together. But the problem is, when you dream, you have control over it, don't you? When you create this fantasy world in your mind, you have control, but real life, you don't have control over real life. You need to deal with real life as it comes. So if the person doesn't like you or doesn't love you, why would you allow yourself to waste time? Waste, years of your life, months, resources, waste yourself and lose your life for someone who doesn't like you in return. Unrequited love may not be love. Okay? A love that is not reciprocate may not be love. Okay? So think about this. Ask yourself, am I idolizing this person? When you idolize someone, make that person an idol, that you do everything for the person, anything for the person, and the person has no regards whatsoever for you, this is not healthy. It's not a healthy relationship. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get resentments. You're going to get sad. That's not going to do well. It's not going to do you any good. Be careful. So what is the answer for this? Pastor, what is the solution for this? Do not seek your value from other people, okay? Do not seek your value from others. Sometimes you need other people's validation. Sometimes you need others to, to say nice things to you so you feel loved. No, that's not where self-love comes from. Love comes from God, from getting close to God. So, number one, I'm going to use this verse. There's a verse in the Bible. There's a verse in the Bible that Jesus said, right? Love God above all things. The two commandments, the most important commandments that Jesus emphasized, love God above all things and love others as you love yourself. In other words, first you love God above all things. But before you love others, you need to love yourself first. So actually, there are 3 commandments here. There are 3 things you need to do here. You need to love God. You need to love yourself first. So then you can love someone else. Do you agree? Jesus said to him, you shall love God, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and with all your mind. This is first. This is first and great commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Look at this. So how can you love someone if you don't love yourself? Jesus is telling you, you need to love yourself. You need to love yourself. So how can you love others if you can love yourself? You won't be able to fulfill this commandment.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.